What's up, Go enthusiasts? Today I'm playing a game against myself. I've done this a few times before. I will play relatively random opening moves. Put a 3-3 in there for fun, why not? The point is to play the craziest moves that I can think of at all times and then see what is too crazy. And very often what you think might be viable from one side is very obviously non-viable from the other side. And yeah, I used to do this a lot more. These days, I haven't done it very much at all recently because usually I'm pretty pretty reasonable about what can be a good crazy move or not. Let's we could make a pincer, but let's play away. And let's play a Taisha maybe. Yeah, we'll go completely crazy. As crazy as possible now should be like this. And like this, and here, and extend? Is that the craziest one that I know? I know how to do the connect relatively well. I don't know very much at all about the other extends. So we're going to try them. I think both of those are valid moves, extend here or extend here. Let's try this one, because it looks less intuitively possible to me. It does not seem as reasonable as the other extend, in my intuition. Okay. And let's think. I'm white here, playing a Taisha. Yeah. Obviously we're targeting the black. We're saving our two white things. We're targeting that black. We don't want to suffer liberty problems, but at the same time, we kind of have to make them suffer here, or else this quickly can become unfair. I think like if we just jump, probably it would be slide that we play locally speaking here. If we're going to just answer passive. Then when black pushes here, okay, the game is not nearly over, so it could be a variation. Another way though that I'm thinking about is playing something like cut, extend, hane here. In general, the idea of let's counterattack this very strongly seems like a good idea, but that particular method might not be the right method. So the idea of cut extend is that I have the ladder, so they should answer that somehow. They probably should push, because if I just extend from the push, then they could churn here, and it would be probably good for them. And so the then concept is to play hane, let them jump, preserve the extend here, and try to take care of the cut and this at the same time by hane connecting. I think it's critical. If you would like try to defend this part, the hane connect, I think it's not acceptable probably to have to jump and then let them cut anyway. So probably we do this. The cut is forced there, and then we could Atari first and then play this way. Let me think about that. Seems like after that, then they turn. It should be good for them, right? Although they didn't actually spend another move, so maybe I could push in hane or something and kill. That would kill black, actually. So they can't really turn. So after all that and then jump here, maybe black would be in some small trouble. Okay. As I said, I'm supposed to do the craziest thing that I think can be viable. So I think this is the craziest viable path. Obviously, black needs to extend. And let's think from black's perspective here, whether there's an improvement to the extend. I didn't really think about it as white, which probably I should have. But I think the extend is the right way here for black. I really don't... I can't imagine that there's a better method now for black. This ladder is very serious, and the pressure is very serious as well. And now, is white really supposed to hane, or will I find a better move at this point? It's important, even when you read and you're going down a path that you read, that you should still be rereading and like trying to understand exactly what's happening as both players make their defined choices. It's possible that black can claim like hane and then let me fix this is so nice, but I really can't imagine it being that nice. And after something like jump, So it's also possible, I guess, white could jump here. And then if black turns, then white Hane connects is probably good for white. But black will not turn, but maybe counterattack directly. Something like Hane. Oh, but Hane then cut would be good. Right? For white. Oh, that's not clear. Actually, white jump is entirely viable right now. Maybe that's a good move. After white jumps down and black takes the corner, and then white has to jump over here, right? Oh, maybe white would Hane first to deny the black sentes. Ah, that's probably correct. So white would Hane and then jump. And then would save underneath. And then that's probably good for white, right? Because black is safe in there and safe here, but white is also safe and has what seems like a territory advantage. Semblance of a territory advantage. Although black can pincer the top. But the corner is still not alive. I think jump is actually quite good. Maybe that's the highest priority here. Okay, let's jump. And yeah, we're skipping the Hane for now because it's possible that white might want to just extend instead in the future. Or like somehow force black to be a little less clean over there. Honestly, maybe Hane is still a good exchange and then jump. It's like, I don't know, kind of dubious. Dubious in all directions. I don't know exactly what's going on. If black turns and white Hane connects and then black Hane is here, isn't white in trouble actually suddenly? Was I careless just now? Ah, but white turns, black turns, wait, Hane, tiger, and cut, or this one, right? Ah, but you can just get that sente, and then black still has 5 liberties. And then, so when you connect and play here, it might not be that clean. It seems like black turn is maybe viable now. Let's turn. Okay. Yeah, I had a wrong reading to start this, which is that in this situation, with this Hane exchange and here, then white could win the capture race in the corner, but I was wrong. Yeah, when black plays this one, it's very sharp, very good timing. So white, yeah, maybe white was a little bit wrong just now. So we've got to be very careful. It seems like we might be making a ko happen now. Oh, but it's okay. It's confusing how the ko might interact with this part too. So if we Hane play here, even if black connects, it's not even that clear of a gain, right? Because we still can lose the capture race. Oh man. Maybe white needs the Hane connect here. Let black Hane this one, then cut. Black extends. Wait, net? Quasi net, you know. Squeeze. It's not good for white at all. Is white screwed? I told you I didn't notice Jiseki at all. We're just making it up. White might be screwed. If white Hane tiger and black actually bites, because if black doesn't bite, then I don't know. Maybe this Hane double tiger thing is viable. But at the same time, it's like black could Atari here, right? And then handle this with the extend back. Ah, but it's so many ko-threats that wouldn't be viable, would it? Because white would start with this and then make the ko, and then yeah, fight the ko for life, and there would be no way for black to win it because white has like literally 300 ko-threats. So there, Hane connect there. It's possible to just do the Hane connect thing and sacrifice with this cut. Because after this cut, and then black extends down, then obviously we win. And if black captures, then we have some thing shenaniganry awaiting. But it would just be Atari, right? Like, black captures, white can't really Atari there. So white would just Atari this, black would descend down. White could, like, fill a liberty. But eventually black would capture it successfully there. Seems like black kills this. I can't really find a way to save white anymore. There would be disastrous. Very hard to avoid disaster suddenly. Very, very hard to avoid disaster here. I mean, the disaster has probably already happened, is the point. I think I think white was like too much just now to cut, extend, and fight this far. That makes sense. It was too much. I would make a lot of intuitive sense to me. It's just I didn't do it. Didn't stop it. All right, I think we're gonna try to do the hane both sides strat. Hane and then hane here. Yeah, this seems like the best. And from black's perspective, I do need to think about whether I should exchange this. I should have thought about it from white's perspective as well. It's possible for black to exchange this and then jump. Like, that kind of method is just, like, not appearing for me when I search for white, which is very dumb. Like, you should be cautious. I don't think it's a good method, but I should at least have it appear. Because if here, jump, white wedge, black has to answer. Black probably gets in trouble in the corner. Probably, because this jump is difficult. I think that it's better to put the direct pressure on. And now white should be able to hane. Yeah. I don't think black can play directly. And then here. And now this is the interesting moment. We have to play, I think, for toes. Like this. I think it must be done. At least this much. And now it gets complicated. Okay, let's see. Black to play here is very complicated. What can black best do? I think a lot of the white threats regard this part. Like, if white plays here, or if black plays here, I think white will cut first and then make ko. And I think this is the most difficult thing for black. So it's just best to cover this part, I think. Atari here, if white makes the ko directly, it's not really going to work. Because, white doesn't have a threat before black captures and kills. So white's going to have to, construct a massive ko threat, which is going to be really, really negative for white if they want to fight that ko. And when they don't fight that ko, they should probably hane or cut here. They can probably exchange hane, play this way, and then get one. Definitely it should be this. It should be this. Okay. And now white to play. Yeah, white is gonna hane here for sure, right? And then white will probably fight this group by themselves. I sort of disrespected it, thinking from black's perspective. But by just racing that group, it's actually not looking that bad for white. Not as bad as it maybe could have. This hane thing, by the way, is certainly important. Certainly an important area. It's possible that after this one, black will want to capture, and then we have a direct threat on our group, and we'll want to have exchanged this. Like, maybe I need to exchange Hane Knight right now. Because black just got strong, there's no way I'll fit it. So I think this Hane is good exchange now. And black certainly cannot give up this, and should definitely run out this way rather than MP triangle it. That makes sense to me. Okay, and now... is White really planning to sacrifice? If White is really planning to sacrifice, we do this, and then... I guess then you have a strong co-threat too, a better co-threat, if Black answers this way, and you can ask them to be like more quiet inside. I guess that makes sense. So it should be here. Should be here. Good to exchange right now. And then to play in the corner. With an eye towards sacrificing. But I really want to have a strong cut threat here too. Isn't it kind of less strong? Like, I want to be able to play here, play this co, and then somehow win the co, like play one co threat, come back, and then cut here. It's just way too much. My dreams are just not happening. Those kinds of dreams, at least. How is connect, though? Is connect sente? Because after that, then cut. Then if extend back, then break through like this and capture the center. And if Atari there, we can get this sente, but then it doesn't do anything, does it? Oh, this is why not to exchange this. Otherwise, I could maybe have gotten this sente and then tried to make it a clean capture race. Now the capture race is much worse, isn't it? Well, maybe. We're still gonna have a ko in the corner, I think. I think it's good to use this first. But it's my co-threat. Like, I really don't want to give away my co-threat. It's just that I'm probably not going to get that co-threat. In any ko, like, he's going to win it before I can use it, right? I can't see the ko where I'm... Anyway, the plan is like here, there, here, right? I think that's the best plan. And then, yeah, black will probably connect. White will play here. Or white will push. If white pushes, then black can kill cleanly. If white plays here, then black can play this one, and then probably also kill pretty cleanly. It's going to be like a super long ko, but white is mostly dead. So probably white is going to do this and then die. We'll let black kill this clean. In that case, shouldn't I play this for like a cut outside? Like if we're going to die, I may as well kind of deal. Here, 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 here. Like make a ko, make some tricky. I think so. I think we should avoid exchanging any further. Could be totally wrong about how to handle this. But let's try it. Hane here. Black should almost certainly connect. It's possible for black to try to like chase the behind these 5 stuns. Like black can attach here. And then if white captures, then black can throw in an Atari. It just seems ridiculous to really try to do that. If white captures, black would extend down first at the very least. And then maybe then it's acceptable. Like then we can Atari. White connects, Atari, throw in, connect, yeah. So then we could allow white to come back, capture the behind of it, and white, maybe we're punishing this if we do it that way. Is it good? So if we go through here, we're going to tombstone like that. Is that good? That's definitely good. I think we should do that. I think it's probably better than these variations, actually. Because the capture is so clean, it removes all the aji outside, like this cutting aji. Yeah, we should do that, I think. And white probably should still capture here. Wait, you can only think about playing like this first. Ah, but white lost their opportunity. Maybe white was supposed to exchange one more time. Descend, definitely forced. And then now... Wait, it actually doesn't like need to use the outside, like the tombstone way. So if white captures here, then when black Ataris and white connects, then black is going to Atari. White captures, black throws in here, and then black is going to connect here. And if white connects, then black will throw in and block, and then this part is all dead. So at that moment, after throw in and connect here, these stones are already dead. But white does save into the corner. And maybe then white could play extend and make some kind of funny squeeze. Yeah, I think that's probably what we should do. Because black definitely has to go and capture it right now, right? Oh, but black can consider the throw in here to make a ko. But because there's still co-threats out here, it's just unreasonable. Because black doesn't have a real co-threat for sure. So it must be done this way. And then white should connect here, here. Throw in like this. And then black should connect. And now this is the moment where white should maybe play here. Yeah, that seems reasonable. Asking black to go in and properly capture it. It is progressing one solid real move over there, which is valuable. Like maybe it's more valuable to use this one as the progression, or like this kind of push. If you do this kind of push when black Ataris, we're still going to be playing it away, right? Like, why do we need this one? And then the squeeze through the center there. What's so special about that squeeze? At the end, black still won't even answer, right? I don't think black will even answer. Why do we need to do any squeeze, by the way? Because if black plays in this part, that would be really dumb. If black plays here, then we could answer if we needed to. And nothing bad would happen. So I think now is the time to Tanuki. Okay, how's the results, by the way? This is crazy variation. Who's better? It must be black, right? Black is better, even though white takes center right now. Because black has a bigger influence than white and a bigger territory than white over here. Obviously, black played first and white is playing away. So black should have one more move here in the corner. It might be kind of close to fair, but a little bit good for black. I think at least from the original position, probably white didn't do it right to start. And then from there, I don't think white gained. But white probably didn't lose very much. I don't know. Now we have a position where there's like a big thickness here for white, actually. This is quite thick. So I think it's a good timing to play like a pincer here. This kind of super close pincer can make the game pretty intense, which is what we want. And then, yeah, I saw this happen in some ancient pro games where they played c5 and some of them played d5. And it was the super strong players who tended to like d5 more. I think c5 is kind of cringe. I think d5 should be good for this kind of position. And then we saw a push here, and then the super strong players were playing jump, and I was upset, like, why don't they play knight's move? But I think they jump in order to try to bait the extra push, which would be really bad. Like, if you just push, then white would definitely not push again, because your extend is giving more benefit, right? White should definitely push, though, from now, right? White could consider to back off. Something like jump here is reasonable. I also just saw, when I was clicking on this stone, for some reason the AI showed me black plays here. I don't know why. But probably that's an AI move, so that's kind of the spoilers. If the AI move says black should play here, it probably means after that, when white covers this part and black captures, then white is not that thick in the end. Maybe it even likes this very much. I've kind of been spoiled from that. It's upsetting, but it makes me really want to play the full squeeze. So playing like this, Wait, let's black capture Atari here, and then Atari from the outside. Then for this cutting point, black kind of wants to connect, but they won't in practice. Whatever, let's do it. I'm annoyed that the AI spoiled me there. I'm doing this in Katrin, so I don't even have to move it after I'm done, but apparently it isn't that perfect. Alright, Atari here. And now black to play. So black should treat this as thickness. Wait, lost some expected territory, you could say. Like, black can now block and try to get this. But wait, moved a lot through the center and to stop this and to cover the cutting point. I don't know. I didn't view this as worth a move before. But when the AI plays there, it sort of convinced me. Anyway, let's ignore that. Black should almost certainly push here, right? There's basically nothing that much more valuable to get there. Like, we could consider to jump like this. And then try to lean. But it leaves behind this really, really, really awkward shape. That's usually quite bad. But on the other hand, is it bad now? Like, maybe the shape will become very thick with this other lean, and then black's plan should just be to save by running out a few different ways. Even if black pushes here, white's probably going to pull back, and then knight's move, push. I think black is leading, so if I were like playing black in a real game, then I will now play it very calmly. But since this is not a real game, this is a self-play go chaotic game, I will not play so calmly. I will play jump. We'll see whether this kind of jump is acceptable, or maybe it's overplay, maybe it's overfighting. It doesn't seem possible for white to push and cut directly, because the block is so strong. No matter what cut white takes, this block will just kill white. So white should certainly have to come back somehow. Maybe white wants to jump first. That's kind of weird. But it makes a certain kind of sense. Not enough sense, because when you pull back like this, then it makes the cuts much more approachable compared to if you jump. So it's definitely better to pull back. Now black can connect to like pretend nothing happened. Maybe white should have pushed to stop that. I didn't even think about it. If black extends further forward, then I already really want to make like cuts happen. I also could have played b3 just now. Probably it's better to fall back, right? If I connect, then white cannot triple hane, right? Somehow I like connect. I think it's the right way. Yeah, white is annoyed to not be able to triple hane. Does it mean I should hane and extend back, and then let black press again, which is annoying to answer? But if you don't answer, then hane, triple hane comes then. And then there's like sudden cut over here as well. I think it's okay, actually. We can probably accept it at that point. So we can hane here, allow push, and then tenuki. Or we can extend, and then try to hane next, and triple hane then. But then we'll get compressed. We can hane next, and then extend at that point, which is just clearly finished, but small. And a bit smaller than haneing first, so haneing first would be a bit better there. I think that it's probably the best to hane and fall back like that. We can also jump and then try to not do anything. And that would give black minimum power here. Black is planning to play a pincer next, you know, to attack this. So jump is kind of like prepare the e3 stone maximally. But I feel like you have to play more actively than that. And black could cut now to try to cover like b3 aji. I mean, black is not even thinking that they're going to get the second push in sente, right? Maybe black should think about that. So second push sente, if you hane, and then white cuts, you can actually play b9. Right? You can. So hane, white can't cut, white has to fall back, for sure. And then we can throw in at that point and try to make some squeezing thing happen. So if white plays on this side, it would just be a calmer way. But it's really not a big threat, because this cut is so strong. Like, it's more like black should be using the threat underneath here, right? Combining with that. There is some aji, some serious aji that black can come in from this side. I really don't want to see the white extend up, so I don't want a tanuki. But it doesn't make sense to give white the thickness right in front of that area. I guess we need to hane like this and leave the weakness underneath with that weakness underneath. And so I think we cannot push, and we should just pincer immediately now. What's the right pincer? Is it a high pincer situation? Because we don't want to get split, and we can like try to keep it cover. It might be. Like high pincer here looks good. High pincers are pretty rare. Let's try one. Okay. From white's perspective, it's a little awkward. I want to sacrifice this stone, I think, rather than make the harsh running fighting, which is what black is aiming at. But you could save it. And if you do save it, then you could talk about like the excess black weakness afterwards. Maybe you ask b3, and then b3 tells you whether you save it or sacrifice it. So if black plays b4, then you play like g3, and then like push up and block here or something like that. And black could come back and punish the bad exchange, but you would push, and then you would save it really naturally. Or if they play c3, then you play, probably you would immediately do the sack stuff. And that would probably be sente, and then you just play from this side. And that's probably acceptable too. b3 might be acceptable right now. Also, after b3, b4, c3, g3, we have this sente, we could answer, and then white would live. Or we could just answer directly. Probably a bit better. Yeah, it's definitely not possible for black to try to kill that in that situation. I don't know, it seems like fine timing to try. Somehow I feel like objectively there should be a punish now, though. But I just don't know it. It must be unacceptable to block at b4 and let white do this if white is going to be alive immediately, which it seems like that's the situation. So I think we must block here. And then, is white really going to come back like this directly? White could also consider to play this side first, but it's just going to harm the chance that the cut will be very scary, which is something we sort of want to keep here. And then still later the territory will matter, right? So it's not going to be a big problem. I think we can hane back like that. And then the common method is to hane, let white connect here, and then fix it. But maybe black needs to skip that now, because this move is big. Like maybe black could play on the bottom side now. But the white Hane connect is so big. Even after that, black will still have some weaknesses in this area. Meanwhile, if black like fixes things properly here, territorially, black has a bigger solid position than after this one, right? So this one must be better. If it's just territorially better and it's not strength weakness worse, it should be better. So let's play here. And then it needs to block that way. Black can consider trying to get the Hane first to stop it from being white sente. If white cuts and then black captures and then white tries to use the outside weakness, like jump here, that could be fighting. Is that good for white? Do I need to stop that? Seriously? So Hane here, white cuts, black captures the two stones, huge shift in the territory there. White jumps here. Black cannot Atari because it doesn't help this side very much when white Atari is, and then it comes through. So if black tries this way, white would also be coming through. That's not acceptable. Yeah, that seems unacceptable to me. I think white is forced black to come back here. So maybe it's then kind of critical timing to play a2. But it did become a lot smaller for black now that black has just fixed. So white could play a2, but black would tenuki and allow white to capture one time and then just connect probably later. I mean, black could actually continue to tenuki, but that's more complicated. Okay, so it seems like white now should run the sacrifice plan that I was talking about. So the idea for white is that white can still link up, can still try to link up, can still like peep and slide stuff. And black probably needs to answer that directly if black wants to play biggest territory move, keep a territory advantage. Something like J2. I wonder J2. Wait, K2 black block because the thing here is strong. Yeah, I think that's true. Black block, then white extends up or jumps up that moment. Is it good to like? Would I want to exchange descend? After kick extend, or well, yeah, because I would force kick extend. So yeah, this should be good then. I think slide is good. Let's slide. How big is this upper left thing, by the way? If black plays push block here, then white would want to connect, right? To try to link up. Oh, but after black plays push block and white connect, white is not threatening to link up. I didn't notice that. That is actually critical, probably. That means that this is like a huge move on territory. Absolutely massive. Maybe white needs to play it. Just push one time. Push black block. Then still black could play, like Hane connect, that stuff. But then it's there compared to this one. I guess white might be able to tenuki that. If white treats it as sente, then this is like a double sente, couple points, right? What if white, instead of doing that way, plays like this? Here, or something like first line. So this one, and then black throws in, and Atari. And white plays here, and black plays this way. White blocks and plays here. It's Atari. It's doomed for white. Huh, it's kind of complicated position here, right? Because wait, maybe best move is like capture. Capture, black block, white diagonal. Aiming at playing here, 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 which would make it ko to save them. Oh my god, it's quite confusing. There. I really should have read this when it happened. It's very foolish of me not to read the endgame of a position I'm like finishing. Also, how's the balance? Who's winning? Let's see. Black has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so black is leading a little bit, I think. Does white need to worry about like an invasion here and then attack on this? Maybe. White can try to fix that stuff with the block and then like a fast run as well. It doesn't have to slow run. Yeah, why not block and like knights move back? What's wrong with that kind of thing? Oh, it's that when they invade, it's annoying. I see. That's why that's why you have to jump, so that even though when they invade, you're like further away from it and not controlling it as much, you're less annoyed. So it seems like this and jump is probably good. You can also try to approach. How do I make his crazy fight from now? Yeah, Wei should try to come back. So it seems to make sense to do something like 3-3 and then give the top. Like if we play underneath, we'll give the top bigger, right? I think 3-3 is the minimal way to give the top. Makes sense. And then allow them to come in and then fight. Yeah, try to save it. I think it's making sense. Black must do it this way, right? Basically. And then yeah, probably it's good to push in this kind of situation when we aren't going to attack it. Like knights move back is like preparing to get ahead of it and attack it someday. We're not really going to attack this. Should black Hane and play another move, or should black Hane? Black should let's play a bit chaotic. Let's have black Hane and then play a move to beat up this exchange, right? Something like this side. And then white can play back. Or white can play here. I think white should play back and hope for the right side to be really big, right? And we'll just try to figure out the bottom side later. There's no way that it's gonna be good if we run this out and get pincered and then have to take care. Like if it becomes white trying to attack, it's no good. It's gotta be black trying to attack and then white handling it. From white's perspective. Okay, and then black. I've seen this shape before. It seems like it's probably a good shape. It's quite chaotic too. Let's try this one. And then from white's perspective, we can try to save it with this jump and like save underneath. or with like attach or something. But we can also like leave for now. Say later I might jump. Like later I can apply pressure to sack it from here or from there. Also white has like push turn in the future sometimes. It's gonna give white more space. But right now maybe white needs to like emphasize this part first. Like maybe cut, extend, try to get black to play passively on the top side. Black will not though. Black will definitely jump here, and then when we jump here, is it really going to be acceptable? I mean, we're going to get black to play passively on the top side. We're going to be running. It seems very strange to run right over top of that. Yeah, this is just so strong, you have to play so far away from it, you know? Even if I run to force black to try to play near it, just having stones here is already too close to that, because it has no effect over there. Maybe I need to start with the, like, saving attempt. And let black try, and then come in and reduce. Yeah, that seems to make sense. We don't need to speak strongly as white right now, just in the future. What if white tries, like, knight's move now? If black pushes and cuts, then obviously it's the ladder. And then if black pushes this way, then we can push and play it here. And then aim at like connection and this stone. Seems like we would get a lot of resources for health, right? I think we would be getting very, very healthy there. Let's try this nice move. Okay. I didn't see that from black's perspective. This looks like a good move. What if I try to really make white commit? Extend through. Or it could also be Hane through, though. It's also looking dangerous. Both of them are viable ways. But extend through, Hane cut, maybe? Is that a strong method? But that's not a strong method. It's Atari here, turn. And then with the peep there, it's not working at all. What can black do about this? What if black blocks here, and then if white comes down, then we'd cut. So white might like turn, or white might like push first, and then we could still cut maybe. Oh, that seems dangerous. So I don't know about that. Maybe. Block here seems very difficult actually for white to save. At least after push here and turn, then there would definitely be a cut, and then white would capture. Oh, if we really try to kill it, then there would be another cut. Not possible. Not possible. So if you block, then white would push and turn, and then it's broken. Maybe we can use this thickness on a large scale, something like knight's move here, but it doesn't seem right. Maybe we just have to like fall back like here. Also does not seem right. I think the only way to keep... It has to be some trading variation. Maybe like we give up the thing there and save this. Or maybe we push, allow white to push through, allow white to push, and then attack that. After that sequence. The way you would do that is like turn, let white block, and then like tiger, like, or peep I mean, and then like break the tiger. If white does that, then wedge here. If white eats it, then we capture those stones, it's good. If white eats this, we capture those stones. Right? There. No, we can't. We don't capture this. It's not good. It would just save, right? Here. I think it's just safe. There. Here first, possible. Aiming at the cut. Then probably... Oh man, it's so complicated. There. Chipohane. There. Oh my god. But I don't like it. I don't think if you push through and white plays here, I don't think you're gonna kill. And then if you're not gonna kill, I don't think you're gonna win. I don't think you're gonna keep a good position there. Because the influence towards the center is much less valuable in this part. Oh, how do we play? It's so annoying. It must just be something like one space jump or something crazy like that. Completely lame. Like maybe I'm supposed to apply pressure to this thing suddenly. I just can't imagine it going under being good. Like, how could that... Oh, maybe I push here and then push through. No, it's just a bad exchange after the... Oh, man. There. We already decided if we make this, it's not going to be good when they push through. Oh, man. What do we do? What to do? It seems like I can only do something like Knight's move, and then let them do that. Oh, it's gonna be very painful. But we will answer there, let them capture as well. Oh, but it's just not viable. It's so painful. Maybe you need to just solid connect to start. That's so stupid. There's no way, but maybe you need to. This is just splitting our cells and getting like excess thickness here. But maybe you need the excess thickness here. Whatever. We're doing it this way. This must be the wrong move, but I cannot find a good fighting. It doesn't exist. When white plays here, white must be happy just jumping out. But there's nothing better for black to do than control it like this. Actually, white can maybe push through here, give black the running, and take the underneath. But I don't think it's good. Yeah, it must be better this way. Jump here. And then... Yeah, black is super annoyed because black is going to try to take this, and now white has broken it really well. Now what for black? Now how do we... like, how do I handle this? My god. It must be that we're supposed to keep running from this direction. Probably it's just like one space jump is good. Because we need to take care of this group. And this part is super strong. So like chasing him towards the super strong stuff must be pleasant. If we can continue, if black continues, like diagonal, cover, triple hane, something like that. I think it's genuinely terrible for white. So I think white might want to stop that. When I say it's terrible for white and white only might want to stop it, is because you can sometimes indirectly stop that sort of thing. I was thinking about whether there can be like counterattacks. Like maybe white can lean on this part and then make sure that they don't get covered. Like white plays something like jump here. Then black would cut through, and then white gets a little thicker. Uh, I'm also thinking white might push here for similar idea, like trying to make a sente and checking whether it's sente. But it's not really. I think jump is the only one that's properly threatening. And then after that, we'll just have a sacrifice, direct sacrifice like that. Actually, it's pretty scary for black, because after this, there's a push there too. This must be good. Because now if black pushes and cuts, then when white Ataris and pushes here, black wants to connect, but then there's Atari and table shape, and then this is in trouble. That's really annoying. Yeah, this must be good. But black still must push cut, I think. Black must push cut. There's no way it's wrong. And white can push to like cause the trouble, but maybe shouldn't do it too soon. I don't know. We could do it like right now. If we do it right now, it will sort of change how we treat this part, right? Because black might end up trying to keep that steady by running through here. Like jumping through. And then we could push, block, and black will have to let us run through very easily. Let's play underneath. Maybe even white should try turning first to stop that. I don't know. I think white probably is good timing to ask about this. Can black peep right now, by the way? Is that good timing? There. Cut. So if you peep and white Ataris and cuts, and then you cut, and then white double Ataris, and then you connect, and white captures, and you recapture, and then white, or you save it, and then white connects here, and then white captured this and has a threat of connecting, which would not kill you, and then white will just black can cover this. That would kill these. These would die. Is that good? That would be good for black. Right? There. White would Hane and extend, and then black would play here, and then white would play here, and then black would connect, and then white would play here, and then black would try to race these. And they would have only 3 liberties, and black would have 4. Black would win the race, but then be squeezed. White would get all the thickness here, all the thickness here. Black would get this territory. It's not good for black. So I don't think black can peep now. So black connect. White Atari and table. Or black falls back. And then white is satisfied to have annoyed black. It's very annoying. I think black probably has to fall back here, though. This table is just a menace to try to handle. If black falls back, then this is so much stronger because this is thick, and then black can use all these like sente and thicken this. So this must be the right way to just fall back, I think. Although maybe I should not have chosen this shape. This shape is very suspicious now, because when white cuts, white can push. And then if black connects that, it should be a big blunder. There's cut and cut here, right? And then black cannot connect. And then there would be a double Atari here. So after cut, then push here, then black needs to do something like connect here. And wait, Atari... it's still not quite working. There's cut here. Well, it would just get this thing, and it wouldn't quite... there wouldn't quite be anything. But probably to fix that stuff, Black's fixing move here should have been that one. Although this one covers this Aji a lot better too. It's kind of debatable, kind of. Black should have... actually, you know what? I don't know. Anyway, White won't cut right now. Right now, this group, if Black connects, then White will run. Well, actually, when White cuts is a huge portion of territory, and the Aji is a menacing amount of co-threats. So maybe cut is big enough. Like, comparing this weak group to the territory that White gets after the cut, it's actually, like, very, very different, especially the weaknesses over here. Let's cut. Let's cut. And then Black, I think Black will not answer because after this, there's a connect. And we can just about barely hold on here as Black. So Black now takes care of this in the top side, something like that. Actually, I think White may have caught up just now. I don't know what Black did wrong. The cut was definitely necessary, but... Right? Oh, Black did the initial answering wrong. That was when it went wrong. After this Knight's move, there must have been a better way for Black, but I couldn't find it. I had no idea what the good way was there. Could not find anything decent. Oh, man. It should be like... Black extend. I think we'll try Black extend here. Leaving this weak group, allowing White to try to chase it, and saying, at least you won't make anything on the right side, and I have control of the top. But obviously they'll go like this. And now we give the position back to White. Is the position good for White yet? Acceptable for White yet? Black still has a lot of territory over here. These are captures. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So Black is like 40 in the top side. And then White has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So White has basically 40 in Komi. So considering that the top side will definitely be positive, it still should be good for Black here, I think. Although White has a lot of extra value over here. Maybe, you know what? Maybe the game is somewhat closer now, but should still be good for Black. So what to do for White? Does White need to stop this kind of approach? I don't think so, because it's undercut, right? So if Black tries to build the undercut area, White will just defend and let Black have it. White only needs to stop the invasion, but the invasion is too much right now. So White should just come in and like handle these two moyos. Say, if I come in somehow, it's not like coming in proper, but like asking Black to answer and then trying to defend. Not really defend, but build as we reduce. Extract the value of this and put it here. What's the right shape? What's the right move? It should be that we let Black play close to this to attack this, because it's not attackable. And we want to get power there. So probably, actually, we don't want to play close to this one. We want to reduce it closer to that side, right? Something like this one, here. Oh, but I really don't want Black to play from this side. And then I get like squeezed or something. I only want Black to play from this side, and then I can save really comfortably and attack that and like reduce this part. But it's still not that good. Maybe I need to cap this first to limit this Black. That's kind of annoying from Black's perspective. Some capping move. But Black will just run somehow over here, making the area, and then White will run this way, and then Black can still mess around with that. Maybe it's better to leave it flexible so that White can still attack it from this side. Let's try move like this. So I'm gonna let them play from this side and then say you're welcoming me into this part if you do. From Black's perspective, I want to like show White that this move is not respectful of the area that they could have had over here and like put pressure on while I threaten to reduce it. Aww. But if I do that and White, like, yeah, White is gonna run this way somehow, like Peep or Knight's move, to prepare it. The game will get a little exciting again, I think, soon. But for now, we'll just have Black play a 2-space jump. Maybe dubious, honestly. Maybe it should have been 1 space to the right of that or so. Okay, let's see. How to make this game comfortable for White. I get the feeling that if we let Black take the top side, it should always be good. So I would rather, like, instead of playing here and getting forced to the top side, I'd rather, like, play with a severe bent towards the right. Something like this move. Yeah, as Black, I definitely want to play to the right. Let's approach it here. Try to make it more chaotic. Make the corner as weak as possible. White wants to run to the center part now, right? And ignore the corner. Definitely White wants to attach. This should be a good move now. And Black kind of wants to stop the White plan. Like maybe wedge is good. Here, here, there, here, here, here. It's not really working. If it falls back, that's not really good. Maybe Black push. If White block, then Black push again. Hane, cut, fall back. Push should be actually pretty playable for Black. We don't want to answer and let White extend and then have to answer a few times. That would be bad. So let's push. White needs to consider to block or to block. Like which side? It's based around how much the weakness here is going to matter. After here and like falling back and actually having a weakness, right? I think blocking here is probably the better way. But it doesn't mean that the attach is wrong, you know? Still, Black should Hane, I think, to punish that. Because you could push through and do the Atari, but it shorts your Liberty and then leaves an additional cutting point. And the cutting point is largely useless, and the Liberties matter a lot, because if White doesn't take a Liberty, White can't capture these two necessarily. Oh, White to play now. So this part is now safe, which is White's plan, but then White doesn't really have the ability to cover anything very natural here, but Black's push is really strong. If White connects, then Black is then going to extend through the center and allow this sacrifice of the two. So White kind of wants to play through the center first. Save themselves first, But then we have to make sure that it's good after black plays here. Tough. Maybe something went wrong. No, white got a lot in the defense here. It's just that this part now becomes harder, and we should lower our expectations. Okay, so then... Yeah, considering lowered expectations, when black plays here, then we should just call that over-concentrated and let that be. So maybe it's enough. We don't need to try to attack this and gain benefit from it. We just need to handle this, because there's no area here, right? So as long as we can use this to break the maximum amount of area, that should be the best. So I'm thinking of stuff like peep here now. It's hope that after cut and clamp that there would be like something valuable, some stuff like that. I think peep should be strong now. I don't think after peep, black is going to play here and let us run further, right? So this should be a good idea. And from black's perspective, oh man. Man. It should be something like this, right? That some's like... Oh, but we don't want to get pressed down to the top side. It is white's idea. But I don't want to go too deep in here. Because it seems very likely that after white cut, we'll have to answer again. And then white will control the right side. And then be completely safe. Hard. I guess we will be patient here as black. Try to gather our value. Okay, and then white doesn't really feel interested in cutting yet, if black plays that way. Maybe white should hane, allow black here, and then counter Atari or block. Hane, black here, block, black capture, black Atari. How is that? White blocks? Oh, no. Black capture, black Atari, white must connect. Or cut. After winning the ko. Can white win the ko? White has some ko threats over here. These are like very severe ko threats because it threatens this Atari and connect, and then black can't connect because of cut. How is the ko? Is it possible to play here, 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 black Atari, play ko threat, and try to recapture it? But black is going to play outside. That doesn't seem possible. Probably white should just fly generally through here and like try to make it high tempo, and then maybe you can consider this kind of blocking if you have the power to connect after. Yeah, you would connect through with this later. So first white should use these two sente. Yes. Okay, let's use this first. Black's perspective. Can I resist? It seems like from black's perspective, I must connect. And then as white, I was planning to peep again and then hane. I think I cannot resist that. Black must connect now, right? If black turns, white turns first, cuts first, it's not acceptable. And now white hane. Wait, not this way? This way is also possible, right? Hane, there. So hane and block means I'm like trying to connect to this thing for some reason. Why would I even try? The reason I'm trying is like to try to keep this cutting point, but actually it doesn't exist in the future. In the near future. So it's actually very pointless to do that co stuff. Oh. That would have been very bad. That would have been very bad. No, so we should try to use the weakness first, like something like this. Okay, but black can now counterattack. Okay, this is exciting. Black could just answer. Like, obviously black can't come back all the way and let white connect, but black could answer this way and then try to counterattack then. But it seems better to counterattack, like, faster, right? The sooner you counterattack, the better. So something like black jump now could mean that after that, if white cuts, then white tries to attack it very harshly. It won't work, maybe. There. 3, 2, 3. It's working, right? Yeah, so if black jumps, then white cannot cut and then hane, because black would cut. So white would try something harsher, something different. I'm actually not clear on what it is. I kind of want to challenge white to find it. Just off the rip. But maybe extending is better shape to take care of the cutting a lot harsher, a lot better. I was thinking jump is helping for this one, but it's not really that big a deal to just extend instead, right? But I guess the problem is when white comes down. After white comes down, then black is going to turn, and white comes down again, and black, if black hanes, white can actually cut. Black it captures, wait, hanes here, right? Connects, and then because there's a weakness over here, black needs to answer and white lives, and then black is dead. Oh man, that's annoying. That's annoying. I actually have no idea what black should do. I guess only counterattack late. Yeah, we must have to connect then. If the white block is the threat, right? Then that means we have to connect. Surely. Connecting the two weak groups together must not be that bad. If one of them is strong, then it would be a different story. But since they're weak, I think it should be good. But white will definitely use this. Can black switch now? So now black extends, white turns, black connects. White tries to attack this. White might not kill it. But probably white will get at least enough initiative. It's better to just connect, right? If black connect and then white play outside, does black actually want to connect again? Is that... Like, what am I going to do after that? I could connect here, and it's really not even that bad of a move. Probably black wants to, like, push through. Right? That must be the most annoying for white. Something like that. So that's solid connect, allowing cuts. Yeah, because white is just going to block. White isn't going to cut, right? I don't see any reason why white would suddenly cut something, so... White block. Somehow this seems to have worked for white. I think the diagonal here is a good move. Not exactly sure what went wrong for black. There's some amount of pressure on the corner still, even still. So let's try Ataring and yeah, keeping that. Trying to put pressure as well through this. I think white really wants to block and like connect it so that this will be weak. But it might not be that easy to do it. If white just falls back and black pushes through, or black could even Atari and then connect, there's no way that's good. So if white blocks, it has to be the full block, and then black is thinking of making the Ryoko, I think. It has a little bit of a problem with the cuts over here, but only if black loses the ko. So like that ko is like super big. And then black is gonna have, like white is gonna have the threats here. Black is gonna have a losing ko threat battle, right? Maybe we can do it and then block. I think we can do it. Oh shoot, my bad. I meant this one. So now if black starts the ko, then when black wins, it's tremendous. And when white wins, it's also tremendous. And black has to find the first ko threat, which will probably be something like, I don't know, maybe black will set something up in the corner here and then like cut. Oh, that seems a good plan. And then white is going to play some very severe stuff over here. Black could also like use peep as ko threat. Black should probably use peep as ko. So black would cut, use peep as ko threat first. If white connects, then black cuts, saves it, and then sacks. Yeah. Black would be able to successfully sacrifice these and not the whole thing, right? White would probably cut and try for the whole thing. Wait, if black just dies after that, the whole thing, then it's not acceptable. There's no way there will be a big enough... Oh, there will be a big enough co-threat, because there will be a couple over here. Oh my god. White's biggest co-threat must be here. And then this Atari, which is nearly killing the whole thing, right? There. I say nearly, but I'm not actually sure if it is or not. After this cut is... So, after this one, and then black ignores, then white will play here and connect. Black must connect. Black, white will cut. Atari here would kill the whole thing, but can black find a way to get past it? I don't think so. I think the white threats kill this whole thing here. At least the first threat does. Oh, maybe white has one global co-threat, and then after that black will ignore the next ones and then save part of it. White probably has two global co-threats, so they start with this one. And then play here. But that would lose some territory. White might have only one global co-threat. And then black should have a couple over here. So black would Hane first, and then cut, and then... So cut is one, and then Atari... Atari here, and then black would have a total 3. So white would have one co-threat, black would have 3, and then white would have a local threat. And white would capture first. So black could win this by one co-threat. Oh man, then it gets really exciting, because then that means white should start giving away the points over here. And when white starts giving away the points over here, black can start backing off too. Oh my god. This is so crazy. I'm gonna get some water and be right back. So, yeah, upon further thought, I've decided I want to go for it. I just want to see what freaking happens, man. Let's see. Cut. Capture? No, sorry. I meant this one first and then this one. And then capture. And then black will play. Cut. White can connect. Solid. And then give it away. No, white can't do that. Not really. It must be like that. We can't give away the 2 stones while we're trying to give pressure to this black after we win the ko. This is the minimal way for black to win the ko, so we should push now, I think. Wait. I need to think further before I do this. Sorry. I got slightly impatient while I was getting my water. Think further. Do I want to use this ko threat, which gives 1 more threat over here, but overall much worse territory compared to this ko threat, which black will answer here, and then our next ko threat, who's capture here, is not that cool. Our next ko threat, instead of capture here, if this one and then connect, then our next ko threat would be actually here, and then the ko threat is still actually very cool, but it just doesn't kill. Okay, so I think this is good enough. And then black surely must answer. I don't think it's acceptable for black to capture this and then die everything. There's no way. So black will answer, I think, like this. And then, wait, recapture, and then black surely must go for the ko. Yeah, so here, wait, does white capture the outside? Yeah. That gains a lot, actually, for white territorially, but black is being super serious about this. Is it time for white to use this threat? Yeah, why not, right? And black has only 1 more threat. So black has to win the ko now. There's no choice, right? But there's also no choice here. Basically, black failed because there was an additional threat here, and an additional threat after that too, and maybe even one more at the end, aiming at like making life. There. It wouldn't have worked. But yeah, at least 3 threats here. Oh, this is why this kind of decision is always so bad. Oh, black needs to connect and then suffer somehow. Yeah, but better to just suffer a bit than to... Okay. And now, like, white is trying to put the screws on, right? So white could ask for black to make the ko bigger, but black won't, I think, now. If white asks for black to make the ko bigger, black will just play something like Hane. Maybe Hane cut or something to make 1 last threat to then win the ko. Oh my god. But this one doesn't necessarily even seem like it's big enough by itself there, right? Like, this is the absolute smallest that we've seen so far. There. Black still has, like, a peep threat. Which is not that bad, you know? Even though this part... if this part, the whole thing dies, would be huge. But the ko might be serious after black saves that, you know? So if white plays here and black captures, and then white plays here, could white play further? I think not, right? Black would come back, and then white wouldn't be able to save it. Yeah. So white would come back, and then black would jump, and then black is alive. And white, also alive, although there's a liberty trick going on. White would just get squeezed. Black would have the full squeeze there. And then... So, yeah. then it would be that black is captured here, white cuts this, and then comes back to answer somehow to try to save this. And then all that territory is gone, but then all this territory is gone. Comparatively, if white plays this one, then black is, yeah, I think in bigger trouble. It helps a lot, actually, for helping this white group be healthy after the ko is lost, if the ko is lost. But for now, if if black starts the ko, then white will capture back and then ignore every threat. I think black probably messed up a bit using the strong one early. I don't know, because we're still gonna fight a weak ko now, so maybe it's okay to leave the weak ko threats now. Okay, can black go make a ko threat? A very serious ko threat? Like, pushing through here, by the way, is kind of like ko threat, but because this is so strong, actually white will just give up this area, and then this area is not that relevant. It would only be a gain of quite a lot of points, like, I don't know, 30 points or something, but the right side is bigger. So if like cut, peep, white connects, cut, then white cuts, white would surely win the game, right? Like, it's not enough to just capture this with your weak group. Oh, it's annoying. How can black make a big enough threat now? It's so hard. I guess black just needs to be resilient right now. Yeah. It just has to be that black plays Hane now, and then allow white to try to win the ko first, but white really doesn't want to do it immediately. So white will block, right? But if white blocks and then black starts the ko and wins the ko like this, cut here. It's kind of a different story, because these 4 stones can be sacrificable. Oh, can white actually block, or does white need to go win the ko now? But surely block is better. Block must be better. It's just that now black is going to start the ko and use the local threat there. Black starts the ko, white connects, black cuts, white connects, black captures. Oh, wait. No, if white connects to win the ko, then black would Atari first and then capture, and then this part kind of dies. And that's bad for white, for sure. Even though white gets safe here, white was already kind of getting safe here. Oh my god. We have to do it. Here. Here. Cut. White can connect here as well. But it means that this part is not liberty shorted, and there's still probably going to be that sente. Is that better? Can white play here and then use the last ko threat? Like, once white plays here, maybe white is thick enough to allow black to win and just capture this, which is a capture in sente, right? Like, after this, your ko threat is sente. So if white Atari is here, then black will recapture, white will use this ko threat, black will capture, presumably. No, actually, black would ignore again, wouldn't he? Oh my god. Oh my god, that is definitely what black would do. Would play there again, and then capture, and then let that happen. That That would be a bit better for white than the current game, though. How's the game, by the way? Crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Oh my god. If everything saves, I think it's roughly even. It's now very close. So that means that all the trades matter so much. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. It's so difficult. So if white connects, black goes here, captures, white pushes first, black ignores to push here, probably. Do we have to actually? Can we just like... Oh, but this kind of move is going to be so annoying. Maybe black ignores to play like diagonal here. And then white can capture these stones, but it's not big enough. Oh, if I can get an attack on this, it would be very nice. To be able to use that to then get some stones in this direction and use the cut and use the attack here, reduce this part. But if white dies here, black should win. So white probably needs to save it. Maybe white can capture, let black capture, and connect? Let black no, that's terrible. Here, here, here. Okay, I think at the end of the day, we just have to do this. I don't think there's a better method. White gets so much value from the thickness here. And although black can Atari and then capture, white might still be able to have some fighting chance over here now. Just like run through here, because white is so thick. Run through here is not unviable to push. Let black push and then push again and then say, hey, I'm still threatening to play through the center. So if... Oh my goodness. There, 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 there. Yeah, this one should be kind of working. If as long as I can like hane and fall back and be happy with that, which I think I am. To just save underneath. Oh man, then now what for black? Because if black cuts, then this part will save it, so we can't really cut because it's not going to attack this part. So black needs to just save this thing in front of... Maybe black blocks? Maybe black pushes through some kind of cut sequence and then just connect to save those and then let white save. Oh my goodness, that's not good. We have a connection underneath. We should use that, right? I think probably black needs to connect like here. Or something like this. Can we block so that we can turn next? Block here, push here, push, hane, tiger. Bad, 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 bad. After Hana, you can only play in the center again, and then when white plays here, you can only try to kill it big. Or when I play something. But it's not really working like that. Wait, here, there, there. Wait, there. I think we can do it like this. I'm not sure. It might be a good move. It might not be. What can I say? I'm confused. I think white needs to connect, surely. One of these directions, and then black connects. I think we do it the safe way, like that. Because if black pushed through... Oh no, it might have been better for black to push through. To try to link up in Sente, although it gives away a lot of territory. But it gives so much more attacking potential too. No. Let's push through. This is more exciting. Let's push through directly like this. And play cut. But then Atari here. And then save. We'll save it for white. So so cut Atari here, and then wait. Can't Atari there, but maybe this. Excuse me. The reason I did it was because I can at least just play here, and it must be better than the other way. So let's do that. I don't think I can find a much better move, actually. But then white can connect something, mostly connect at least, like this. Get the territory away, but at least back at Sente is the next move. And can maybe use that move to break the territory as well. Continue to attack. Something like turn here looks kind of dangerous for white, right? Yeah, white is kind of broken, actually, this way. White should either try to save separately or descend and sack. If white descends and sacks, they get Sente, which must be more valuable than the saving territory thing. So descend must be correct, I think. And then black can go capture. And now white Tenekis. Something like this. White can reduce this part. White can play to capture some stones on the side, on the right side here. Probably the reduction is stronger. White can play territorially, just play for this. This endgame is really, really, really big. Probably not as big as this stuff, though. Yeah, let's lean. Give black the top side. We obviously can't break it, so we should just give it as small as possible. Black push. Should be good. Since the next move might not be Sente. How can white handle that? White plays here. Black ignores. Maybe Hane here. Then white would play like turn. Black answers and answers underneath. That would be acceptable for white. I could at least get like some kind of connection and then some kind of center power. There's also a cut over here, which is actually like, now that black has made this locally dead, like this is probably pretty big too. So if we jumped and covered it, like it makes it so that the peep doesn't happen, which means that the next peep, which is the important move, some move around here to like prepare that move, which we would, if we had to answer, it's like a huge swing in territory, isn't it? So by playing a move around, oh, but it's very difficult to make it so that the peep doesn't work. So you play a move, and then the peep still works, and you still have to answer, and then just like, you stopped that one, which is probably not bigger than this extend. This extend has a lot of weight value as well, you know? Black should peep. White should connect. Should black use it directly? Is it good? Should black play here? Should black play there? How is the territory situation, by the way? Now that all the code trading is finally finished. Let's see. Black has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. I think black is leading severely now. So black like is supposed to calm the game down. Maybe black should just like stop white from capturing stuns and get the territory underneath. This seems huge, right? I guess when this happens, maybe white resigns. Yeah, this one and then white resigns. Okay, let's review. My goodness. So some crazy things happened here. It was so important not to use that one, but to use this one. Now, oh, you could save it. My bad, my bad, my bad, my bad. I didn't see this move. I didn't see that you could save it. Oh no. Oh no, I'm a fool. And then black was leading a lot. I think I fought pretty well to bring it back for white, but I guess black was leading the whole time. These were some pretty harsh fights, but yeah, obviously that's not the game. You can make main variation the actual game that I played. Okay, so let's see. Oh, and this was, it's not that much, by the way, because for some reason I have on half Komi, I think from playing a... What? No, 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 no. I didn't even save it. I didn't mean to click new game. I meant to put change rules. You're supposed to edit game info to change the... Oh, no, okay. Well, here's a test for me. Have I memorized what I played? I didn't memorize the very beginning. But it was Taisha, right? It was something like this, here, here. And then Taisha... Wait, how did the Taisha... Which direction was the Taisha? It was here, 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 here. More like this, right? Oh, but the Taisha didn't happen like that. Wait. Wait. Oh, no. How did, Oh, because, of course, Taisha can only happen after Tanuki, yeah? So it happened like this, and then here is the Taisha. Yes. Okay, now, hopefully, I should be able to get it. So we did that one, and here, and here, and here, and I tried this one now, which I've never played before, and the method was wrong. Yeah, I know. This was clearly good for black. Yeah. Here and here. And then I did this one, and then exchanged this at that timing, came back here. Wait, I did not do that. I came back. And the reason why I came back is, the reason why it was a mistake is purely because of this, this move I didn't see, right? Now, the only way for this to be bad for black is this move, but this move exists. So, whoopsie daisy, I did not see it. I just pincered directly, right? And then I misinterpreted the AI suggesting black here. I didn't realize that there's a such a good move to start. A saving move, because these stones can be shorted to liberties. And so after this one, I fixed it the wrong way. Played the full fixing variation there. I had black jump. I almost had white jump, but I did this instead. And connect, and here. We played the high pincer this time. Asked the corner first. Apparently it should be there. Okay. Yeah, here it was not possible for black to play that one, right? Because of cut and then 4. So I read that correctly. But there was 5. There was a move at 5 there, which I did not see. I don't understand why white isn't cutting that. I'm kind of curious. I've already put the correct move on. So here, 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 cut, here, connect. Oh, I should cut this. It is kind of bad. That's the reason why it's bad. Okay, so this is this one. And then, yeah, I had white use this way, and then black slide. Did I have white block directly? No, I left it, right? Because I wanted the game to be more complicated. So I left it like this, and then played like that, and let black come in. I think I came in a bit closer to that, and then tighter here. And then this was annoying. Yeah, I was reading that, but I don't know what to do after. I guess my AI hasn't thought very deeply. Eventually I ended up playing here, which I know is not supposed to be right. It would be better to run out first and then let them descend and then make it. So, oh man, I didn't mean to do it, by the way. I should put the actual game in first. This one, make the main branch. Let's see, this variation here, Hane back. Here, I read it so far. I read all this. And then I know you can't do that because of a weakness with the cut thing. But it was this in Hane. I didn't see the thing. Hane. So what I'd been reading was here, and then black triple Hane. And I thought, okay, with this, then white actually has enough to capture it. But it was totally wrong reading, because there was just Hane here directly, and then black could kill. So Hane like this, aiming at this one. Very nice. Very nice. Aiming at this and Hane, and attack strongly like that. That was the way. That was the method. There's always a method. So this method was very bad. This one, I just jumped, right? And then I had white do this stuff. And press here, and then I had black fall back, which is at least better than this one. I thought you can't do this one because, yeah, I was going to resist it like this, and then I thought black can Atari here. And if this one, it would not be good, but actually there's Atari this way, and then Atari here, which is a bit better, because now you can see white captures more in this part. Black has to finish it off to this part because of the threats as well. And obviously white gains a lot in that sequence. So here, wait, if white gains a lot in that sequence, then what's wrong? Oh, it's just black can answer and fall back, and then black was supposed to do that stuff. So I was passive, I just answered, and then that white capture, just extended here. Oh, I played this one, right? I think I played this one. And because it was 2 space jump to there, right? And then I just 2 space jumped. I was a bit patient. Black could take the territory, okay. Did I peep directly? No, I attached directly, right? I thought attach must be good. And then I didn't Hane. I played here to try to fight more strongly. And I didn't block there, I blocked here. And I didn't block... Oh, I didn't even push. Oh, push is good because white isn't gonna block. Oh my god, it's so dumb. I'm so dumb. Push is good. Oh, push is good because we're gonna push cut. Oh. Wait, this is just more. I didn't realize this is just a more variation. It's very important that you know, in each of the common shapes that arise in middle game fighting, like what's the shape to get the most from now? Which is like, what's the most violent thing? And here, of course, push and cut is the thing which would get black the most if everything works. And, you know, a lot of the time everything doesn't work, but you should still know what's the most shape. I thought this is the most shape. I guess it might be the most for, like, the right side underneath, but obviously no one cares about that. It's the most for the fighting to push and cut, yes, of course. So I did this one, and then at this moment I peeped, yeah. Then, of course, black couldn't do that. What did black do? Because I didn't go back there. Oh, I just saved the top side here. And then white, apparently connect is strong to aim at just capturing the territory. Interesting. I played here and here first, and then this one. I thought this was pretty good. It went like this, connect, block, here, and I blocked as white, which apparently could have been a bit more casual, a bit more defensive. This way, block, yeah, allowing this ko. This is very exciting. Oh, and I didn't fight the ko first. I used this one first, and then I fought the ko. And it says that this one is a big enough ko threat anyway, so that was a mistake then. If 2 is big enough, that was my mistake. I thought I need to set up the really properly big threats, but I did not. And then here, and this one, here, this one. Yeah, it was a bit bad to use my early huge ko threat. Oh, and then here I used this one first, came back, and used my early huge ko threat again as black. Really bad. And then black had to hane first, so I got that right, and then played here, and then cut. So I did everything right here. And then here I came back on this side somehow. Oh no, I was thinking to do that, but instead I pushed. Cut was good. So when I did this one, it was a bit passive. White should go capture these, huh? This was bad, what White does just now. To give up the stones like this, and then not even capture. Yeah. Suddenly black wins in the endgame. Black is winning by 12. Yeah. If, I mean, white was behind, but if white plays this more reasonably, it could be way, way, way better. Here, then cut was very strong. Also, I could chase, yeah. Chase at least pushing them back a bit with this part. But here, you can link up still, so there's no reason not to play the diagonal. That was foolish of me. And then here it says, go ahead and get yourself separated. Obviously, white can save it. I wasn't scared that it could save it. I was just scared that I'd have to spend gote doing it. It's saying you don't even have to, though. Really? I thought just some jump should kill it if you don't spend gote. Isn't it dead? It's not. Wow. Incredible. It can still save, even when you connect through there. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, in that case, then, this was definitely better if you can tanuki, if you can take sente now. And even if you don't, blocking here is like really, really big. You let black connect here, but it's still like much, much better than the other game, where black gets all the territory and the safety there. Then here we must go through and at least prepare to capture these. Oh, and you have to like fight a bit harder that you say that you could handle this cutting, because if you use this cutting to try to capture, then you can use fights against this a lot harsher, and you have to try to come back somehow. No? Crazy. Okay, so huge misread over here. That would lose me a game against other players of my level. It's not that hard to see this, but I was just very, very lazy at reading it. And then somehow when I did come back and read it, I read it totally wrong too. What happened? How come I didn't read this area at all? Like, this should be well known for me. Also, yeah, the mistake there was because I couldn't see that last move. It's literally just that same mistake. All of these mistakes are just the one original mistake. But originally, how did this go wrong? Oh, it's just originally here. I have totally no idea what to do. So you push. You can Atari and then push up to 5. Okay. This is a very simple way to handle it as white. There's literally nothing black can do that's more difficult than this, and you just run out. You have a fun center fight from now. Okay, that's really easy then. Yeah, this one you just jump. I know about this. You just jump and then you can just save it easily. You can even ignore it. Wow. It becomes a sort of global game here. These 2 stones are sacrificable. Interesting. Anyway, what I did was too much here to Atari and do all this. And if you do it that way, you're supposed to Hane, but only for the intent of sacrificing these 3. Yeah, okay. It means I was, very wrong what I was doing. Here there's a ladder, so you have to fix the ladder. And then come back here. Exciting game. But okay, the main issue by far this game is just, I didn't see this diagonal. Yeah, huge huge deal. If you use this diagonal, then you can save those stones, and obviously white is better, but the other way, black is like much better here. I was thinking because black is ahead 1 move, it might be comparable, but it was not even really comparable. So black is like much better if they have that much territory, of course. Yeah. White ended up spending 1 move and making the influence like vaguely better, but still, because this is somewhat weak, like the influence is relatively even, right? And white has so much, yeah, black has so much more territory. After white spends 1 move, white's influence is slightly better than black's here, but black has like more than 1 stone worth of territory flat, so it's yeah, black is better by but black is better by about a move there, so about 14 points after that. And then the remaining part of the game, yeah, honestly I'm pretty proud of how I did a lot of the co-fighting there. I think that was pretty good, but the game itself, which went here and then resign. Yeah, this is the main branch. This final endgame I'm a little sad about. Should have been a bit better. Here I was thinking like this and this, that white is gaining. I thought about this move. I thought white might be able to extend. Oh, I should have read this more deeply. If I realize white has to fall back and then we can continue to apply pressure here. Yeah, we're continuing to apply pressure, and eventually we can make it so that white lets us fix this, and then also has the difficulty. Then when white saves it, we can save this, or we can be a bit more risky with it since it has a connection through here. It's more reasonable. So what to learn from this game? Well, my judgment needs to get a lot better over there. That I didn't realize it's 15 points. I thought black leads by like 6, not 15. I now know about the way to beat that one. You know what? I'm gonna play this one against myself in another game. But now I know how to deal with this one. It's just you always just Atari and then push a bunch of times. That's a very basic method. And then about the tombstone stuff, when you're chasing a tombstone, you have to make sure you can catch it. Yeah, this is... I've seen this in Tsumego so many times. It's very annoying to miss in a real game. It's just a game against myself. Afterwards, yeah, I messed up here. So this was a reading mistake, reading miss. about the K2 into M3 move. So I forgot about how the 3 stones can make 3 liberties. Wait, only has 2 there. That's a really, yeah. I'm gonna remember to try to hane my opponents down to cover them for liberties for that sort of situation in the future. That's a really important one. Oh, and I was supposed to just answer because the Atari and push was so nice for white. So I was actually supposed to just answer here. So it can happen that your opponent has that kind of really annoying squeeze, and it just means that you have to answer. That's good to know. So I guess this is reasonable, because a lot of the time I think that I need to push through just because that's supposed to apply pressure. But actually, from White's perspective, it made the game really easy like this, right? Like White was super happy about this. So this does not apply pressure. It did not apply territory pressure. It did not apply thickness pressure or anything. It was just a lot easier for White to handle, and it made the game worse and harder for Black to push through and cut here. It would have been much better to answer, much better, to the tune of like 4 points better. 4 points and the co-threat annoyances later. Here, now I know the push through and cut is the strongest way. I wasn't really aware of that. And then this co stuff is so complicated. But I think in general, I treated it a lot more reasonably, thinking about both players' number of co-threats, which is why I could play it even remotely okay. Yeah, Black was supposed to be a bit calmer about this co, allowing the trade through here. And then, so I thought at this point that this whole Black is dead. But there's still a co in the corner. Aha. So this is the method which Black could use. If Black tries to save the right side directly, it's not possible, right? Is it possible? There. It's possible if you do it like this. Unless, you know, there can be a co like this. But Black shouldn't do that. Black should fight the co first. So it wasn't that bad if we used the corner Aji to save the group after the co. Okay. That was something I really didn't understand about. And then, yeah, Black was supposed to use the more minor threats while they were still down 1 threat. At this point, Black knew they were down 1 threat, so if Black would use a more minor threat, then it would have been a lot better as well. Instead of like this, and then yeah, finally in the endgame there, it is very much the territory condition of White saving, which is good. Not just Sente condition, but territory condition and Sente condition. It's like also the saving condition over here. I really didn't respect how much push through just once and then not capturing is valuable. I didn't know about that. But it makes a lot of sense that would apply a lot of pressure. So in terms of the things that applied pressure to me that I didn't realize were going to apply pressure to me, here my 4 stones weakness applies a huge amount of pressure to me on the top side there. I had to scramble to try to save it. Obviously, tsumego applies a huge amount of pressure. But afterwards, yeah, when you try to say it's captured and then they say it's not, this gets a huge amount of pressure as well. So it would have been a lot easier for Black to speak softly and allow White to save it and just save. Both sides save it, right? Then this is much easier game for Black than the this one. This one is super hard. I have to find that 1 to CG to keep it even. The cut, okay, this is important. The cut, like aggressive counter cut, is not good if the opponent has a comfortable way to continue to apply pressure. Like, you want them to get the minimum value that they can out of attacking you, and you to get the maximum amount of value, like putting pressure on your finished thing. Yeah, okay. This thing I can really learn from. I can remember how it felt to be cut through here as White in the situation as bad, and compare that in future situations where I want to cut through. This kind of cut through is somewhat similar, I guess. And then there is super complicated co. White could back off this way. I didn't realize. I didn't even realize White could back off this way. And then there's still a squeeze to this Black. So, like, yeah, Black has a very hard time attacking this White. If Black wants to try, White will finish off an area and then be completely fine. So this move a bit of a mistake for White to allow Black to make the co. Hyper complications. oh, it's just fun, but actually White managed to gain inside. So, like, from a losing perspective, makes sense for it. Anyway, connect there, and then White resign is a reasonable way to end the game. Ah, okay, GG. Hope you guys learned something, as I hope I learned something. Yeah, I'll try this again soon if you enjoyed. Write a comment. I enjoy reading the tsumego comments, even though I don't actually put that much effort into making these videos. I like the support, I like the inquisitiveness, the questions. If you had a question about this game, or any of the other videos on tsumego, I'm very curious to hear. Anyway, I hope you guys have a good one. Bye-bye.